Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Jerome Strickland channel. I'd like to welcome you back here today. I'd like to thank you for coming back to my channel today. Yes, I hope all is good with you today. I hope life is treating you well today. Yes. Today we are back with another metaphysical, esoterical lesson for you today. Something to help your mind, help your heart, help your spirit, and help your life. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk to y'all about the pyramid scheme of life. I want to talk to y'all about the pyramid scheme of life. Do you not know that this life is a pyramid scheme? Do you not know that the structure of this matrix, of this reality, is just a big old pyramid scheme? You can look at it in the pyramids of Egypt and all the pyramids that are around the world. This world, this matrix, is just a big old pyramid scheme. And you must know this. Life is just a big old pyramid scheme. That's what we're going to talk about today. The pyramid scheme of life. The pyramid scheme of this reality. How just a few at the top are succeeding. They have all the money and resources. They have all the success. And most of the people are left at the bottom to fight each other over the leftovers. In other words, the bottom feeders. How did it get like this? Why did it get like this? And most important of all, should it really be this way? Should it be most everyone at the bottom, a few in the middle, and a very few at the top? That's what we're going to talk about today. The pyramid scheme of this reality, of this life, of this existence. Look around you. Do you not see the pyramid scheme? Many of us are down here at the bottom, and they keep us in competition with each other over money, over resources, over race, over gender, over government policies, over laws. We are scrapping and fighting and competing with each other. Meanwhile, they are at the top, counting their money, counting their resources, with a big old cigar in their mouth, laughing at us and being entertained by us down here fighting. This life, this reality, is a pyramid scheme. Isn't it funny that there are pyramids all over the world? Even the pyramids in Giza. Could that be symbolic or metaphoric for the pyramid scheme of this reality, of this matrix? Is life truly a pyramid scheme? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm not going to get too complicated. I'm not going to try to get too much into a whole lot of convoluted uh, words and stuff like that. I'm just going to try to keep it simple. Let's start with the ones at the bottom. The many. The ones at the bottom are the ones that go to their regular jobs every day. The ones at the bottom are the ones who are basically doing all the labor, all the building, all of the movement, the truck driving, the restaurants, the factories. The majority of the average worker, the average man who lives an average life in an average home, in an average family. And you ask the question, is he happy? Is he fulfilled? And the answer is, maybe he is. Maybe he doesn't have a whole lot. Maybe he has what he needs. And maybe he has the most important thing of all, love. Maybe he has love of his family. Maybe he has the satisfaction of the feeling of accomplishment when he works a hard day's work and he gets paid for that hard day's work. Yes. Yes, he's technically at the bottom. But is it possible that he is also the most happy and the most fulfilled? Because he's closer to the earth. He's what they call down to earth. He has down to earth friends. He has down to earth associates. Yes, he has problems. Yes, he has to deal with what life throws at him. But usually the common man that's at the bottom is really the wealthy man, is really the abundant man, the man who has love and enrichment and who has a good heart, who works hard, and who has a family that loves him. And this is the majority of people. We are looking up at the top, thinking that's where we want to be. But I ask you the question today, do you really want to be at the top? Do you really want to be up there? Most of those people, as it is said, are lonely at the top. Most of those people are paranoid. Most of those people are looking over their shoulder. Most of those people don't have real love. Those few people that are at the top are really at the bottom. And those people, those many people that are at the bottom are really at the top. It all determines on what you consider wealth, abundance, and riches. Which is more important? To be rich, to be wealthy, or to be abundant? They're all actually very different. There are many rich people who are not wealthy. There are many rich people who are not abundant. They just have a lot of money, but they have no wealth. Many of the people at the top are very paranoid. They're very stingy. But many of the people in the middle and at the bottom, they are very wealthy and abundant. What's the difference between being rich and being wealthy and abundant? A wealthy person, an abundant person, shares in their wealth. They shares in their abundance. They share their wealth and abundance. Whereas a simply rich person is very miserable because they're just rich and that's it. You see, a wealthy person, an abundant person, doesn't have to be the richest one in the world. They don't have to be billionaires. They don't have to be multimillionaires. They have more than enough. They have more than enough than what they need. And they share in their wealth. And they share in their abundance. They are wealthy in money. They are wealthy in love. They are wealthy in happiness. They have abundance of money concerning their life. They don't have to be super rich. They have an abundance concerning their particular life. And they share in their abundance. And they share in their wealth. They may not be rich, but they are abundant and they are wealthy. Yes, there is a pyramid scheme where it may seem like the ones at the bottom are the ones who are suffering and the ones at the top have it easy. But the reality is, it is just the opposite. You think you want to be up there, but you really don't. Anyway, let's move up a little bit. Let's move up to, I don't know, lower management. People in lower management or local politics, they're a little bit higher up. They know things. They have achieved things. They make local laws and they manage locally. Lower to middle management. They are the ones that you consider your immediate leaders. But who are they? Are they like you? These people find themselves in a very difficult position because they're not at the bottom, but they're not at the top. And people in this position find it very hard to choose sides. Do he go with the average working man and maybe lower himself? Or do he try to keep moving up, thinking that it's going to make him happier, thinking that it's going to make his family happier, thinking just because he has a house with a swimming pool and a nice SUV sitting in his carport, and that his family and his wife is going to be super proud of him, and he's going to feel like more of a man than everyone else. he is lower to middle management. What is his motive? His motive is to move up and do better than that guy on the bottom. Simply because in his heart and mind, he loves his family more than that guy on the bottom. Because in his heart and mind, he is a go-getter, an alpha, the one who is determined and don't quit. So because of this, he has moved up a little bit. And so he has what they call improved himself. And because of this, he has more responsibility, which actually takes away a little bit from his joy. Because of his responsibility, he cannot sleep at night sometimes. Because of his responsibility, he has to spend longer hours at work. Because of his responsibility, he has to be caught in the middle because of his responsibility. But in his mind, I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it so me and my family can have a nicer life, so I can make more money. But are you really happy? You may say that you are, and you may be. But remember, this life is a pyramid scheme. The higher you go up in this pyramid scheme, the more you realize happiness is not at the top, but happiness is in your heart. No matter where you are on the pyramid, happiness is in your heart. I'm not telling you not to move up the pyramid, but I'm telling you what's at the top. And it's not what you think. It is lonely at the top. It is scary at the top. The higher you are, the farther you fall. I'm not telling you not to try, but I'm trying to get you to understand what true happiness is. Happiness is in wealth and abundance, and not being at the top. Wealth and abundance and sharing that wealth and abundance. That is where true happiness is. So wherever you are on this pyramid, I'd like to encourage you today. Seek to be wealthy and abundant within your heart, and all the money you need will come to you. All of the love you need will come to you. All the resources you need will come to you. Sharing that wealth, sharing that abundance. You don't have to worry about not having what you need. There are many people that one may consider at the bottom, but because they're sharing their wealth, they're sharing their wealth, and they're sharing their abundance, and because they have love in their heart, and because they have learned to co-create with God, they can manifest what they need into their life. They don't have to be a billionaire. They don't have to be a multimillionaire. They're just wealthy and abundant. And they share in that wealth and abundance. And they have wealth and abundance in their heart. But you got some people, they are hungry, even addicted to power. And this is a lot of people's motive for trying to move up the pyramid. But let's move up a little bit further. These are the ones that are hungry for power and authority and more money than they can share. They moved up. And so because they moved up, they subconsciously look down on everyone else. But they're not at the top. But they're not nowhere near the bottom. They're in the middle. Now their perspective changes. They have no choice but to keep trying to move up. This is where the competition gets really fierce. This is where people get stabbed in the back. This is where people get shut off. It's, as they go to the top, the greedy gets greedier. The backstabbers become more backstabbing. It's not a fun place to be. You think you want to be there? Ask those people in that position. They find themselves trapped. They don't want to go back down, but they find it very difficult to move up. They find that they have to be a certain type of person to move up. Those people are hungry and addicted to power and riches. They are obsessed. Of course, not every rich person is like this. Not every person at the top is like this. But you see the dynamic of it. Look around you. Can't you see the pyramid scheme? Can't you see how life really is? What I'm trying to do is get you to understand is to be happy wherever you are. Don't be looking up wishing you was up there. Don't be looking up wishing that you was one of them. But just be happy with who you are and where you are. Because in reality, you are the wealthy one. You are the abundant one. You have what they don't have. Many of them don't have. You have what many of them don't have. Yes, they may have a big yacht. They may live in a big mansion, have people waiting on them hand and foot. But a lot of wealthy and abundant people that have love in their heart and have friends, they don't necessarily want all that stuff. They just want to have love in their life. They want to have all that they need. And they are able to they are able to manifest what they need, and they co-create with the Father. Yes. And most of all, they are happy because they are abundant. They are wealthy from the inside out, not from the inside, not from the outside, but they are abundant and wealthy on the inside. And because they are abundant and wealthy on the inside, they become abundant and wealthy on the outside. So don't be so hungry to make it to the top. Focus on who you are and what you are on the inside. Focus on your relationship with the Father. Focus on your relationship with your friends and family. Focus on who you are as a person. It's not about status. There are some people who may not be high up on the pyramid, but they have great hearts and they have much abundance and they are wealthy because their wealth and abundance is within them. But I want to teach those people how to manifest whatever they need. And by this, you just resonate with what you need. You just get in the frequency of what you need, and it will just simply flow to you. And when it comes into your life, show thanksgiving. That's really all you have to do. So be happy with yourself. Be in the right frequency. Be in a high frequency and in a high vibration. And that will make you happy. Being at the top of the pyramid does not make you happy. People think if I can just move up, I'll be happy. But you'll find out that up there is a very cutthroat, backstabbing, competitive way of life. And it's not fun. It's very unexpected. Many people got up there and realized it wasn't what they thought. Many people made it to the top and realized that it wasn't what they thought. If you ever get the chance, watch the movie Citizen Kane. It explains it very well of a man who made it to the top. And the higher he went up, the more unhappy and miserable he became. So, my request to you is be happy where you are. And don't be so concerned about where you are on the pyramid. Just be happy who you are on the inside. And be happy that you are wealthy and abundant. And you share in that wealth and abundance. This is not to talk bad about rich people. This is not to talk bad about really rich people, millionaires. This video is not for that. This video is about teaching you wherever you are on the pyramid is to be happy with yourself. Be happy with who you are and work on yourself from within. And then, because if you are abundant and wealthy on the inside, you will be abundant and wealthy on the outside. And when you're abundant and wealthy on the outside and on the inside, don't forget to be thankful and share in that abundance and share in that wealth. Whatever wealth and abundance comes your way, whether it be money, whether it be resources, whether it be talent, whether it be gifts, share in your abundance. Share in your abundance. And then only that will make you happy. Not being at the top of the pyramid. That will not make you happy. Who you are on the inside will make you happy. I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight. I'm going to make one or two more points. See, your life is not about getting rich and having a bunch of houses and cars and yachts and planes and all of this stuff. Your life needs to have meaning. Does your life have meaning? Do you change people's lives? Are you using your gifts and talents and wealth and abundance to help other people, not just raise yourself up the pyramid? Are you sharing in your abundance? Does your life have meaning? That is true abundance. That is true wealth. Yes, this life is a pyramid scheme, and it was set up, and it was giving you a false reality of what life should be. Meaning that you think you have to go up this pyramid and make it to the top, but you don't have to. You don't have to climb this pyramid. You don't have to compete with everyone. Just be happy with yourself and who you are. And the wealth and abundance and all you need, including money, will flow your way. It will just flow to you. Think of wealth and abundance as a river. And think of you as a gate on the side of that river. All you have to do, as the river flows past you, all you have to do is open the gate. And some of that water from the river will flow into your gate. How do I do that? You just get in the frequency and you get in the resonation of wealth and abundance. Just open the gate and it will flow your way. And make your life have meaning. Meaning, do something with your life. Do something that contributes to this reality, to other people. Do something that has meaning besides trying to move up the pyramid. You have a decision to make. Your decision is to be a better person on the inside, or to leave that and try to move up the pyramid, to leave your morals, to leave your integrity. Some people have left their morals and integrity only to try to move up a pyramid, to try to make it to the top. See, if you make it to many people at the top made it there because they have left their morals and integrity. They have killed their morals and integrity. Their conscience has been seared with a hot iron. They have no conscience. This is why they made it to the top. Do not sell your soul just to make it up that pyramid. See, if you lose your moral integrity, it's like selling your soul. To sear your conscience is like selling your soul just to make it to the top. And I'm here to tell you it's not worth it. Be a meaningful person. Be a person of love. Be a person who shares in their abundance and wealth. Be a person who has love in their heart. Yes. This is true abundance. This is true wealth. And then, and only then, will you come alive. You see, many of these people that sell their soul, that sear their conscience, that become immoral and lose their integrity, they become dead on the inside. And that is the real tragedy of it all. They're at the top, but they're dead. You see, making it to the top, you have to kill yourself to make it to the top. I mean, kill yourself within. You have to die within to make it to the top. But if you want to come alive, keep love in your heart, sharing your abundance and your wealth. And don't worry about where you are on the pyramid, because you are already abundant. You are already wealthy in money, in health, in strength, in all that you need, in resources. You have all that you need right now from Source. This matrix makes you think you need to climb to the top of this pyramid. But with Source, you're already at the top of the spiritual pyramid. And all you got to do is co-create and manifest what you need. Well, I did a short video tonight. But I just wanted to tell y'all that it's not about getting to the top of the pyramid, but it's about going within in your heart and becoming the best you, and sharing in your abundance and your wealth and your talents and your gifts, and doing it with the motive of love. It's not about getting to the top of the pyramid. It's about getting to the heart of the matter, and that is you. That's my video for tonight. Thank y'all for coming back to the Jerome Strickland channel. I'm going to make another video in a few more hours, but I just wanted to share that with you tonight. I'll see you in a few more hours. God bless. And remember, keep love in your heart.